why you are still not successful. Success is not something we chase. It is something we become. And the reason so many people are still not successful has nothing to do with talent or luck. It has everything to do with clarity. Most people wake up every morning without knowing why they do what they do. They chase goals, they chase money, they chase validation, but they forget that none of these things inspire us for long. Your why is the foundation of everything you want in life. And without it, you are like a ship without a compass, drifting, moving but never arriving. When you don't know your purpose, every obstacle feels heavier, every failure feels final, and every setback feels permanent. People think they lack discipline, but the truth is they lack direction. You show up motivated for a day, maybe a week, but motivation fades because it is emotional. Purpose does not fade. Purpose anchors you. Purpose keeps you moving when the path feels uncertain. And this is why success feels so far away. Because you have been focusing on the finish line instead of focusing on the reason you started. Success doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. But most people try to win life the way they play a short game. They try to sprint through a marathon. They want quick results, quick wins, quick validation. But anything meaningful in life takes time. It takes patience. It takes the willingness to show up every single day, even when the excitement is gone. You can't build strength by going to the gym once. You build strength by showing up again and again. Success works the same way. What keeps most people stuck is not weakness. It is fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of failure. Fear of being seen trying. We are raised in a world that celebrates results but hides the process. So we grow up afraid to look imperfect, afraid to be beginners, afraid to be misunderstood. And because of that fear, we hesitate. We shrink. We hide. We choose comfort over growth, certainty over possibility, approval over purpose. And every time you choose fear, you take one step further away from the life you want. The greatest tragedy is not failing. It is never trying. Many people stay stuck because they spend their life planning instead of acting. They wait for the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, the perfect confidence. But perfection is an illusion. There is no perfect moment to start. There is only now. The people who succeed are not the ones with the best ideas. They are the ones who take their ideas seriously enough to act on them. Every step you take, no matter how small, moves you forward. Every step you avoid keeps you exactly where you've been. And when things finally get difficult, when progress slows, when results are invisible, most people quit. Not because they're incapable, but because they expected the journey to be easier. They expected success to come faster. But every great dream you admire in this world is built on a foundation of patience. Not days, not weeks, years. Success does not come to those who try once. It comes to those who refuse to stop. The people you admire today didn't win because they never stumbled. They won because they kept walking even when the path was dark. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey to success. Your environment shapes you more than you think. If you surround yourself with people who complain, you will complain. If you surround yourself with people who blame, you will blame. But if you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge and push you, you rise. You grow. You become better. You are the average of the people you give your energy to. If you want a bigger life, you must choose a bigger circle. You must choose people who believe in growth, who live with purpose, who see possibility instead of limitation. Your environment can either be your power or your prison. And still, the biggest obstacle between you and your success is your own belief. You doubt yourself more than anyone else ever will. You question your abilities. You compare yourself to people who have been working for years longer than you. You look at their chapter 20 and judge yourself for being on chapter 2. But you forget that they also began once. They also struggled. They also doubted. The only difference is they didn't stop. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to believe that you can grow. You need to believe that you are capable of more than you've shown. You need to believe that your potential is bigger than your fear. So, if you are not successful yet, remember this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are becoming. You are learning. You are building. Growth is invisible at first. Progress hides in the days where nothing seems to change. But every step, every effort, every decision is shaping the person you are becoming. You are not unsuccessful. You are unfinished. And that is powerful. Because it means your story is still being written. Success is not a destination. It is a direction. It is a way of thinking, a way of acting, a way of showing up in the world. It begins the moment you decide to stop running from fear and start moving toward purpose. It begins when you choose discipline over comfort, progress over excuses, courage over doubt. The life you want is not waiting for someone better. It is waiting for you. The question is not whether you are capable. The question is whether you are ready. Ready to act. Ready to grow. Ready to believe. Ready to begin the journey toward the person you were always meant to become. Everything you dream of is possible. Everything you want is within reach. But it will only happen when you stop waiting for success and start becoming the person worthy of it.